So when you finish dubbing the fly, it should look about like this. You're going to want to run the dub up to here and create a pad for the wings. So take and throw in a half hitch down here on the bottom where you're going to tie in a wing. Now go to my video and you'll be able to see how I tied these, or how I made them, I'm sorry. There's nothing special to it, it's just a cool little trick, makes things easy. So throw in a couple of lashes one direction, bring it underneath. Throw in a couple lashes the other direction. Gonna have it overlapped like that. 3 either direction, 4, whatever you're comfortable with. Make sure it's right. Throw one around the back side here, throw one around the front side, and that'll lock. We're going to lock it in with a dab of crazy glue anyways. So pull out a little bit, throw in a half hitch just behind the initial set of wings. Grab your other set. We're going to try and lock this in pretty much right behind, or right in front of, I should say, of the other set. It's not graceful, and it's not pretty, and it's not beautiful, but it sure is functional. Okay, there you go. So that's locked in. Now take and throw one way, one back around the other way, one around the body, another around the front, and then throw in a half hitch right in front. Okay, figure eighted. Okay, now you want to tie in your piece of chenille for the head. I like purplish, bluish, kind of different. I don't really like it one solid color. It doesn't really look natural. A little bit of marbling in there is great if you can find chenille that looks like that. If you steam it ahead of time, it makes it a little bit easier. It's easier to work with when it's steamed. It kind of folds out on itself a little bit better. So lock down that piece of chenille right on the hook head area. Okay, and just build up the head a little bit. Use your fingernails, push the head back off the eye a little. There's 3 wraps for a head. That's pretty much about as big and as good as I want to go. So you take your thread, wrap it around it. Sorry about that. Amateur hour again with the video camera. There you lock 2 wraps around that piece for the head. Trim it off. Push it back off the eye. Bring the thread up to the eye. That'll help push the chenille off it a little. And then go ahead and just do a couple of wraps right through the middle of the chenille. Hopefully it won't break your thread like I just did, but if you do, it's fine. You're locking the head down anyways with crazy glue. So get yourself your crazy glue, and I prefer to use toothpicks, mostly because I can get into the smaller areas with it. Give yourself a little dab of crazy glue on the toothpick, pull it back off the eye a little, and roll it into it. Same thing with the other side. You're going to put a little dab onto the toothpick, pull the chenille back off the eye a little, put the crazy glue in around that, work it into the thread. There you go. That's pretty much all there is to it. Trim that little bit off. No big deal. Then all that's left is to color up the wings. Most dragonflies have a little bit of yellow in the wings. And you can even throw in a little bit of green just as a way to break it up, make it look a little bit more natural. And then use whatever you've got for black. Put in a little bit of coloring on it. My magic marker seems to have run out, which is no big deal, but that's life. There you go. There's your dragonfly. There's that tag end that broke on me as I was tying it. Trimmed out nicely. So when I have my magic marker that's got a little bit more ink in it, I'll put some black on here and make it look nice, give it some wing tones. That's pretty much about it. There's not a lot to it. Looks good. I think that'll land nicely on the water and should attract something. Alright. Good luck. Tight lines. I hope everything works out for you guys. Please visit my blog, alyingfisherman at blogger.com.